Yes, they were loaded, man. It's your boy 3-Letter, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Y'all see where to follow your boy at. Hit the like button also. I appreciate that, man. Y'all see the title of this one, boy. Boy, let's talk about it, man. Wow. Let me go here, man. It's kind of hard not to see what's been transpiring within the last 24 hours. With all parties involved, when Remy Ma, Eazy the Block Captain, Papoose, and Clarissa, and the conversations and the Instagram lives and the posting and things of that nature. And I'm seeing other people blogs and would think what people are saying online, you know. And I guess for me, because I'm older than everybody that's involved here, right? So I guess I have to look at it from an older head, OG perspective on the situation. I was married also for over 11 years. So there's certain things I can speak about in terms of marriage. I can't speak about everybody's marriage is different, okay? Make sure I say this. Also, I want to harp on this. This is not a malicious blog, okay, at all. This is not a blog where I'm being malicious. I'm only going to speak truths and how I'm looking at certain situations, right? I don't have an issue with anybody involved. I don't know Clarissa Shields, right? I don't have no at all. The other three I've had interviews with and I've dealt with them, right? Eazy the Block Captain is one of the most popular battle rappers in battle rap right now in terms of on the field and off the field, right? Very much of a talent, right? If you know, you know. Eazy and I, that's, you know, we go through ups and downs here and there and everything like that, but there's nothing but love for that brother. Nothing but love for that brother, and that's how I look at him, like a little bro, you know what I'm saying? We don't got to talk every day and things of that nature, but I still got love for that dude. And here's the thing with that. You know, you could be cool with somebody and y'all might not see eye to eye on something, but you don't got to defecate on them and shit on them at all, right? And then on the Papoose end, dog, I gotta be honest, coming from Brooklyn and the era I come from and what he meant for hip hop and being able to interview him and you know, all three of these people has looked out for me. They all looked out for me. And I have no problem saying, look out for me. When I say look out for me, granting me interviews, coming on my show, giving me exclusives and stuff like that, right? So, and that's another reason why I wanted to touch on this also. When me and Watson was rocking, me and Papoose was going through that year when he was dropping the album every month, pardon me. We were the only cats reviewing those projects every month. Me and Watson were the only cats reviewing Papoose tapes every month. All you hip-hop media niggas and all that, we was the only niggas doing that respectfully. That's why Papoose took a liking to us and shouted us out on Instagram, right? And he came on my show. So nothing but love for that dude. On the Remy Ma front, when she started coming to Chrome, right? We got cool because, you know, her Eazy they were cool. So Eazy to be fair, Eazy connected me with Remy for interviews and stuff like that, and that's why I got nothing but respect for Eazy for that, right? And then I was able to I have about at least 4 or 5 Remy Ma interviews on my show. The sister gave me a jacket. I met her before. She was real nice to me. I have nothing bad to say about Remy. I've been on Remy twice at the Chrome event. She was real. My interactions with her have always been A-OK. Cool sister. Cool. You know what I mean? Always good energy around me. Straight up and down. And we don't talk like that, but her energy, cool. But even with that being said, y'all, there's a lot that's been going on that just, like my jazz rappers say, scuff my Timbs a little bit. And, wow. You know, you could basically say this is turning into a shit show. You know, Kendrick Lamar says, I see dead people. I see a lot of hurt people. Shout out to Kendrick. You see dead people? I see a lot of hurt people. And I can only go off on that from what I'm seeing that's been transpiring, right? Now, the word divorce, that's, bro, let me explain something to y'all. I was married for over 10 years, 11 years, right? Divorce sucks. I hate to tell y'all that. No matter, it just sucks. You don't ask somebody, hey, you're going to be the woman I'm going to be the rest of my life. That's what you're thinking, right? And vice versa, right? A woman thinking that's going to be my husband. This is it. This is it forever, right? Unfortunately, the cookie doesn't crumble. It doesn't go that way sometimes, right? different points of your life and not on the same page no more. Sometimes you just need to get away from each other, right? When I got divorced, that shit hurt. I'm not, listen to me. 40-something years old, I don't got a front for nobody. That shit hurt. It hurt when you got kids involved. Kids, and I'm gonna get to kids, because that's the main topic that I want y'all to harp on this whole blog, is children. I get to that in a minute. But when you got families involved, mother-in-law, father-in-law, cousins, people that know y'all, have been to y'all wedding, seen y'all through ups and downs and shit like that, right? And when I got divorced, and prime example, my in-laws, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, for the years that I was married, for over 11 years, when I was married, I never had an issue with my father-in-law, never had an issue with my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law and father-in-law treated me like, this is a real blog, so some of y'all niggas this is not for some of y'all. When I was married, my mother-in-law and father-in-law, the only real niggas gonna feel this. My mother-in-law and father-in-law, I looked at them like my second parents. Like, for real, my father-in-law was really good to me. My mother-in-law was really good to me. I have nothing bad to say about that. I was divorced. I have nothing bad to say about my ex either. My ex-wife, I have nothing bad to say about that woman. Nothing. No slick remark, no sly remark. You know what I mean? Very good woman. Till this day, very good woman, right? Great mother, great person. We just didn't work out after 11 years. You know? I had to do the Michael Jackson Man in the Mirror and be like, yo, Dre, not three, Dre, right? Dre had to do a Man in the Mirror and be like, yo, dog, what did you do in this part of your marriage to make it go like this, right? Once I looked at my ex-wife and said, "Is you sure this is what you want to do, divorce?" and decided we're going to go our separate ways, that's a hard pill to swallow. Let me tell y'all, that's a hard pill to swallow. It just is. Probably the last time I probably dropped a tear. We're going to keep it all the way funky. Like, this is just going to be honest. We got to have an honest talk. Probably the last time I dropped a tear was 3.5, 4, going on 4 years, 4 years ago. Dropped a tear. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. And it took a lot to hurt me, but that hurt. That's why when people, I can't really get hurt by people because I went through a lot of bullshit and real life shit. You know what I mean? So, I say that to say that as a married man, right? When a woman has your last name and your kids and this, that, and the third, y'all sharing bills, right? y'all going through real life shit like that. And no matter, I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter, but wherever the reason a marriage can't hold strong anymore, right? But y'all not technically divorced, right? So it's like you're separated, but you're not fully divorced. And I get, it's into issues, or you thinking that you're as a woman, you thinking that your husband or is dealing with another woman, or to think your wife is dealing with another man. That's hard. That's hard, bro. Let's keep it real. The mere idea of, especially for men, dog, the idea of another man being intimate with your wife or the woman that you still have dealings with, we can't take that as men. And to be honest, fellas, the ladies do a better job than we do in terms of infidelity, in terms of stepping out of the marriage. They do a way better job. They do a way better job. And when I say way better job, they can mask their feelings better than we can't. We can't handle that. We can't handle that. Go listen to Tank's song, Maybe I Deserve. Go listen to Tyree's song called Shame and come back and holler at me. Them is the realest R&B songs known to mankind. You hear me? So, but here's my thing, man. When Papoose, Remy, and all Eazy and Clarissa decided to go on social media and just make a spectacle of the situation and put y'all business on Front Street like that, y'all can't get mad at anybody trying to be investigative reporters and doing it. I think all of y'all did a terrible job across the board of going online and just putting out there for the world to hear your dirty laundry. First of all, it's none of our business, number one, right? But y'all decided to do that. So what y'all do, that's fair game. I'm sorry. It's fair game now for people to poke holes and try to pick sides on who's lying and who's telling the truth. And this is what people are going to do. To dissect. I'm not here to dissect everything. I'm just here to pinpoint certain things that I'm listening to, right? Why go online? Why pick this phone device up and decide I'm going to go on Instagram Live and air out situations and shit like that? I don't care. Respectfully, I don't care what the situation is. It doesn't have to go on live. With all that happened, what did we really learn? What did we really learn? He say, she say, and who's telling the truth? I think you could pinpoint all parties involved and say, yo, Remy, Pat, Eazy, Clarissa to a degree. Y'all are doing a lot of, y'all are wilding right now. And the reason I say that because if Remy's involved with Eazy has, I mean, respectfully, you can't, listen, can't tell a woman what to do and things of that nature, right? But here's my thing. For me, only for me, I can't sit there and watch a woman that I love and a woman that I want to be with go on Instagram Live and airing out the dirty laundry with her ex-husband, baby daddy, and everything like that. I just is uncomfortable. I don't want to be around that shit. I don't want to sit there and be like, yo, dog, I'm going to get tight. This is just me. I'm going to get tight. And the reason you say whatever you want to say about me, I don't care. The reason I'm going to get tight because, yo, I'm with you now. Put your fucking phone down. Like, nah, I ain't with all that. Nah. We're not doing that. Y'all get y'all handle this in the courts. This don't got to go there. Now, here's my thing. Sister Remy, number love for you. I feel twice now you decided to go on live. And I don't know. And listen, I can't tell a person what to do. I want to make sure I preface my statement by saying that. All right? Number love for Sister Remy. But once you decide to go on live and air out dirty laundry like that, though, sis, that didn't look too good because now, you put Eazy, the person that you care about, and the person that has to battle under your umbrella, whether it's Chroma Trenches, because it's a unit together, right? He has to be the one to deal with that, though, man. All of the shotgun sugar battle. No matter what Eazy thinks he won the shotgun sugar battle, it's hard to heart, you know he lost that battle. You know he lost that battle. Now you got people talking about Geechee God, he stir around, it's even harder now. This is what the conversations people are going to say. So, Ram, you got to understand something. If you care about the man, which I know you do, and that's a person that you have the best interest at heart, you as a person got to put that to the side also. And it's probably hard to do. Easy for me to say. No pun intended. All pun intended. Easy for me to say, right? But you put the brother in a situation where now he has to be the one to catch the bullets. This is an angle that both of y'all don't like. That's why, Rem, you're not standing front in the battle no more. Y'all strip the powers now where people can get at you. Shotgun Suge had to yell at you from a balcony like you a Puff Daddy or Summer Madness 2 with Mickey Fax and them in the stage when Busta Rhymes, Sidebar, was asking niggas to keep the screen alive with Calico with niggas in there. Yo, Busta, I'm sorry, Sidebar again. I've been giving you Archie Bunker Awards for a minute because of that, Busta. What the hell, you would keep the screen up? No, take it down. R.I.P. Bishop Brigante, pick that mirror down. Take it down. R.I.P. Bishop, no. Sorry, sir. We not doing that. Anyways, stay focused 3. So you got Suge on the balcony rapping to you now, sis, right? Even though you're not there no more, right? So he stripped those powers and stuff, but he started to deal with these angles because a week before the battle with Shotgun Suge Eazy, when you went on live on Instagram and started posting stuff, now the Papoose now is putting stuff out there like that, right? Boom. And now the attack on Eazy now. Because to a degree, Eazy Buckhead feels like nobody can beat him if you niggas don't have this angle against him. He feels his heart of hearts. Eazy in his heart of hearts is not a man, woman alive that can beat me if y'all do not take this angle on me. Boom. That happens. Hence the battle with Swamp. It started dying down a little bit. Okay, the Eazy Remy angle now is dying down now. And if I know Eazy, he's sitting there like, yo, thank you. Now you niggas gotta rap with me now. Let's see what you can do if you can rap with me. If you can't, we heard it before. Heard it all before, Sunshine Anderson. Heard it before, Snake Eyes voice. Right? It's funny how Sunshine Anderson and Snake Eyes both got a hair before. Whatever. Parallel universe, right? But Eazy has to deal with this now because now the angle died and his next battle now, he had to go through this whole ordeal again. Has to go through now even worse now before. Now there's a whole bunch of stuff now. So whether it's twerk, Arsenal, Murder Mook, if they the next niggas on stage or a person's gonna attack that, they're gonna, this is a new angle now. The angle has not died. It has not died. What Undertaker did back in the day? It's done the Undertaker. It's done the Undertaker now. And now, his next battle, he's gonna hear all this again. And you can tell by Eazy's body language when niggas start doing anything. Go to the Geechee Gotti battle. When Geechee started talking about Rem, he's looking, oh, here we go. Fuck out of here. Sure. So, you see what I'm saying? So, now it's brought up again. Now you got the audio. Y'all out here playing audio of each other. Like, and a lot of us heard the first audio of Eazy before. I think John, we've heard that audio before. But now, I think it's getting even more magnified now because on top of that, there was audio that we didn't hear before with Rem. So Papoose is taping conversations. Remy's taping conversations. I don't understand all that. And if you decide to do that because you want to protect yourself and all that, because of you obviously y'all don't trust each other to some type of degree and everything like that. And that's another thing. Why is it taking so long? And if it's true that you just got your divorce papers yesterday or signed yesterday, brother. I mean, come on, brother. If you're with somebody, if you want this over with, you know what you got to do as a man. But I don't know the ins and outs. I'm only going up the little bits of things that I see y'all talking about, right? And then, then the audio Rem play. Now, people didn't hear that before, so now they're going to magnify that to a large degree now and use that audio when Rem is talking. I'm telling you that I know how battle rap works. I just know how this culture works. And now they're going to use that against the brother Eazy now in the battle. This is how battle rap works, man. And it goes like that. So, I don't know. I think it's just a bad idea y'all going on Instagram lives. Dog, you understand that Remy and Papoose was both on live at the same time yesterday, airing each other out? Let that brief for a second. Remy and Papoose was both on live at the same time, airing each other out. Now, whether who's right or wrong, if you're Team Papoose or Team Remy, I'm Team 3, number one. So whatever team you're on, it just looks wild. Now, on the flip side of Clarissa shares right quick, let me just say this. I don't know this sister. I would say this, and then once again, I got to be honest how I look at the situation, right? Okay. What caused Remy to go on live was because Clarissa went on the Breakfast Club, right? Now, once again, I can't tell a black woman how to feel. Evidently, Remy Mars let it be known to Papoose and their side over there, yo, don't tell your missus or your come up, she said. Little subliminal shots. See, Rem, you got to see, when you make subliminal shots, people are going to take, okay, that's an uppercut, so that's an uppercut because you're a rapper. But then they're going to say there's hurt behind it. And I do believe, whether niggas going to keep it, I'm a married man. I could smell that shit. And it's not what the rock is cooking either. There's still feelings there. Now, let me say this about feelings part. Not because they want to be together. We don't know. But in the terms of, bro, that's still baby mama. That's still baby daddy. You don't want them bad. No matter what they doing here, they don't really hate each other. Hurt people. Oh, let me bring that back. Hurt people. And like I said earlier in the blog, Kendrick Lamar says a lot of dead people. I see hurt people. A lot of hurt people across the board. Yes, a lot of hurt people. Niggas is hurt. Niggas is not healed. You see a lot of times in relationships when you go in when a woman would tell you, "Are you healed?" A man asking a woman, "Are you healed?" You meet a woman, so what's your situation? I've been, I'm still kind of married. I'm married, but I'm going through a situation right now where I'm in the midst of divorce and everything like that. Okay, well, what's going on? When's that going to happen? This is the question you start asking. And as a man, you're thinking, okay, so you're still married, boom, but you're with me all the time, boom. So I know something there, right? But you're not fully divorced and shit like that, right? So your mind, but you're not fully mind. And that's just as a man, you're thinking that and shit, right? The man of intimacy's involved, going to trips together, lovey-dovey, sucking on toes. No matter what it is, it's just, boom. You know what I'm saying? So, as a man, are you healed? As a woman too, women and men, we need to ask each other, are we healed? Bro, when I got divorced, I wasn't healed, nigga, the first year and change. I was not healed. I'm going to keep it tall with y'all. I was not healed, bruh. Nigga, I was still having dreams about this woman. Real talk. Dreams, nigga. Dreams. Nightmares and dreams and nightmares. Shout out to Meek Mill. And dreams with Game and Kanye West. Dreams, nigga. Yes, dreams. Real talk. Some haunting dreams. Some like, yo, nigga. For real. I'm keeping it 100, man. Ain't no future. I don't have to front for y'all. I'm a grown ass man. I'm older than all these niggas that's going through this situation now. Now, back to Clarissa. I don't think the sister said anything malicious on the Breakfast Club. That's just me, though. But I can only say on my side. Now, here's the thing about that. You can look at it both ways. And Remy already told them, don't mention my name and shit like that. And the other side, you can look at it. Also, Remy, you just can't wait to clap. You just can't wait to clap. So there's an opportunity to come. She said my name. No matter what she said, she just said my name. I just blacked out. Because, truthfully, Rem, if somebody's on your side, whether it's Juju or Eazy or a friend of yours, that kid of your loved ones, they gotta tell you, yo, I know you don't rock with your sister like that, but she ain't really saying nothing that was damaging, though. I didn't think there was a subliminal shot. I didn't smell one. Now, if you want to say that they didn't ask you, so when you went and said, well, let me just address the elephant in the room, there's two ways, there was ways you could look at that, though. Like, at some point, it was going to be mentioned. It's Charlamagne. You think Charlamagne is not going to ask that question at some point? So she just beat him to the punch and be like, yo, let's get it out the way right now, boom. And I thought she handled it for a young 30-year-old woman, because you're 44, she's 30, it's a 14-year gap. I'm thinking as an older sister, you looking at it like, okay, the young girl, because she's way younger than you. She didn't take a subliminal shot. It was almost like, I felt like the way I watched it was like, okay, she's kind of handling this one kind of maturely in the sense of like, yo, I'm not. Now, I don't know what's going behind the scenes, the subliminal shots. We can go dive into that. I'm just going off the Breakfast Club. When I saw the Breakfast Club, whether she's fronting or not, she did a great job in fronting, though. If you want to say she's fronting, cool. I'm cool with that also. But good place to front at. Like, don't go to the Breakfast Club, a big syndication show, and try to air out and defecate on Remy Ma. And that's the thing. I'm glad Clarissa did not go on there and try to ish on Remy at all. I'm glad she did not do that. I'm glad she did that. So, I'm looking at you, sis, like, you should be, like, applaud her a little bit. Like, okay, she didn't shit on me. She didn't try to question mother's skills, ex-wife skills, why we didn't together. It's almost like you were looking for smoke, and whatever she just said, bang! You know what I mean? That's just how I looked at it in this situation. But once again, I can't tell a black woman how to feel. You dig what I'm saying? So, boom. But I just think that y'all going on live. Pat, you look at mad uncomfortable, my nigga. I'm not gonna hold you. You look wild uncomfortable sitting there. I could tell you ain't want to do that shit. You know, and they calling you Pawn Poose. They call her brother Pawn Poose. Allegedly, Remy saying jewelry with situations. She's posting up certificate, posting shit up there. It just looks crazy, son. It does. And it's now, I have no dog in this fight at all, bro. I'm not here to stick up for nobody. I'm not here to take shots either at nobody. I want to make sure I say that. I'm not here to take shots at nobody. I'm not here to stick up for nobody. Okay? So this is not a taking shots at nobody. Because I got respect for all parties across the board, especially the three people that I've dealt with in interviews and whatever. You know? Eazy the Block Captain, no matter what people think about, he's not a bad dude. We don't always see eye to eye. Trust me, we don't. We argued a lot. But he's not a bad person. Not a bad person. We don't even talk like that regularly. But he's not a bad dude. I'm not gonna ever say that about that, but I'm not gonna say he's a bad person. I know people put smut on his name and say he's an opportunist and they go into that bag. I'm not. That's has he done everything that I think that's. I've been mad about a couple things. I could be honest, but I'm not gonna go. It's not a place for me to go ahead with that. When him and I have a conversation, I'll take that up with him. I don't got to go in front of a camera and say the issue that I have. I'll just keep it to me and him as men. And that's what men do. I don't got to go in here and shit on that man at all. at all. You feel me? This ain't that, and that ain't this. You know? My thing is this, man. If y'all have moved on, if Eazy and Remy, if y'all together, and Papoose and Clarissa, y'all together, all four of y'all really together? Are both couples really together? Because it just looks, there's too much going on. There's too much animosity still. There's too much hate. Let me say something about women and stuff real quick, y'all. When R. Kelly made that song, yes, I know it was a bad time to pick R. Kelly. My bad, y'all. When R. Kelly made a song called When a Woman's Fed Up, that shit is real, son. When a woman's fed up with you, bro, there's a couple of things that happens. It goes in layers where she'll spaz on you, shit on you, you know, she'll talk to you, but she spit on you, right? But then there's an issue when the poom dry up for real. And when she's not even caring what the fuck you doing anymore. Happened to me. I got my hand up. When they stop caring about the fuck you got going on, what you doing, nigga. Okay. All right. So, you know, I can't tell people how to handle this, but here's what I would say. There's still a lot of conversation. I'm going to leave this here. This is the most important thing of this whole blog that I want people to understand. Children. Kids. Been a stepfather before. A woman have kids. Have my own son. Love you, son. When kids are involved, this is where the situation gets dicey. You know, they say Wu-Tang love the kids. I think if you have any love in your heart, we all got love for children. We all got love for kids. Nobody wants to hurt kids. That's why a lot of us get mad when you stupid ass young YN niggas, yeah, y'all YNs, gotta talk y'all language right now, you YN dudes running around here spraying up children's playgrounds because your op is over there. You don't care if little kids out there playing ball and little girls out there playing double dutch, but you niggas want to spray up the block and everything like that. You know what I mean? Like, nah, you know what I'm saying? We got to protect our children. And I hear people talking about kids. I hear a lot of conversation with both parties on my kids, on Pap and Rem side about kids. I'm not here to question nobody parenting skills. This ain't that. I ain't here to do that. But here's what I'm going to say. I think both of y'all look crazy in terms of children because not only do y'all have a little child together that got to see this, what about the older kids that y'all have? What about y'all children that got to see all what's going on here like that? What's the conversation y'all got to have with them? With them when y'all turn your phones off, click stop on discard or stop on Instagram Live, and then got to go back to your regular lives. Are people calling y'all saying y'all look nuts? Are people calling y'all saying knock it off? Are people telling y'all knock this shit the fuck off? If y'all gonna go about your business, go y'all separate ways. All this audio talking, y'all going through each other's phones, but y'all got other people. Why y'all going through each other's phones respectfully? I'm sorry, I got an issue with that. Ain't a woman I'm dealing with another and got a ex-husband still around, and she going through. What you going through this phone for? Papoose said he went through a phone and saw Eazy on there. If y'all not together and all that in 2022, but why you feel you have to do that and vice versa? Even though you want to see what's going on. I do understand at the end of the day you want to see what the fuck is going on. I do understand that. I need to see what the fuck is going on and get some clarity here. And my heart telling me something not right. And I understand that as a man, you know, they want to say woman's intuition, y'all can have that. But as niggas, our heart of hearts, we do a heart of hearts. Y'all do woman's intuition, we do a heart of hearts. Right? So your heart of hearts is telling you, bro, that shit don't feel right, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. But if kids are involved, let's not put everything on Blast Street. We got older cousins, nieces, nephews, this, that, and the third. But I understand when Remy was saying that, oh, she can't do nothing, and everything she does, y'all do be wilding and shit. When she chilling with Millsy at a basketball game, you niggas just wild. Come on, man. That's the first thing. I mean, and this is the first thing you thought she was a Millsy. I didn't think that. I like she said, I'm mature enough to know she had a basketball game. Millsy is from Boston. They rappers. She just being nice. Rem's cool people. That don't mean, bro, just because a woman sitting next, not because a woman sits next to a nigga means she's wilding with a dude, bro. Let's be honest. Fellas, how many times we been around a woman, right? And she's being nice to us, right? And we think we can get some, oh, she being nice, she want to be feeling me. They make sure, I'm not let you get your number. No, I'm not trying to do that. And the whole time you think she feeling you, she just being nice to you. She's being nice. She ain't feeling you like that, nigga. She just being nice. It happened to all of us. You think you about to get some rhythm. No, bro. She just looking at you like, you know? So, But I think y'all, the kids, like I can't. You got Rem coming out there telling us about Papoose kids with their orientation on what they got going on behind the scenes that we don't need to know. But she put that out there, and Papoose coming and say the reason I'm on here because you mentioned my kids. That to see the kid, the trigger thing is the kids, bro. It's always gonna be the kids, the kids. Speaking of kids, let me explain something to all of y'all because I don't know if y'all know how this works, and respectfully, I think some of y'all should know how this works. Whether it's Eazy, Clarissa, Remy, and thing. Let me just go to the fellas right quick. Hey, Papoose, Eazy the Block Captain, step up here right quick. It's gonna be the realest shit I'm telling to both of you niggas right quick. When both you niggas are listening to me right quick, all right? This is how this works. Eazy, if you love Remy, you're gonna have to acknowledge her children at some point. You do understand that, sir? Let me explain that to you. You are going to have to acknowledge her children. With that being said, you think their little girl wants to know that you have beef with her daddy or you don't like her daddy? You think that's gonna fly? You think the mother of the child wants to see that her daughter doesn't like the person she's with? Now, I can tell you, nobody wants to be that. Y'all should not want that for you at all. At all. So for the sake of a child, at some point, you niggas gonna have to squash this bullshit. Sorry to tell you niggas that shit. Oh, yes, you are going to. Nobody telling you niggas this. Well, let me tell you this. At some point, you niggas are gonna have to squash this shit for the sake of a little girl. Because guess what, Papoose? If your daughter ends up looking at Eazy as a stepfather and acknowledges him, you're gonna have to eat that, brother. And guess what? The little girl gonna have parties, birthdays, field trips, Thanksgiving, Christmas. You think she's gonna want to say, where's daddy at? Where's Eazy at? Where's Anthony at? And want niggas to be holding her hand at her birthday party. I'm telling you niggas what the fuck I know. Okay? So, at some point, for the sake of a shorty, you niggas have to squash this shit. That's just real. So if you want to talk about children, you niggas are going to have to squash this bullshit at some point. At some point. To the ladies, black women, love y'all. As women, you got a young black queen, young black daughter coming up. Young princess coming up. She need all, y'all talk about black love and everything, right? Black love ain't just, let's show the black love. Let's show that we're not together, for situations, we're not together no more, but we can all be in the same room. At some point, everybody gotta be cool. Hey, your sisters too. Y'all gotta just kill all this shit, all this, yo, I ain't scared of nobody, and everybody know how, that shit sound cool. I'm sorry. And remember, all due respect, nobody want to see a woman of your stature and where you are right now and what you come from, the Bronx, and how you made out of the Bronx to be successful as you are, sister. And the ventures that you have going on. Your story's beautiful, sister. You came into the game rapping, right? Down with Terror Squad. I watch your whole career, right? One of the illest females rapping. You do a bid, you come home, you change your whole situation. Beautiful. Beautiful to watch was what I saw. Cool sister too. But sister, at some point, as an older person in a situation, because you're 44, she's 30. You big mama. You're big mama. Not her. Because of age, maturity, life experience, LOX. You like the locks, like living of experience, right? You've been living of experience. So all of yous, at some point, when you let the feelings go, because there's too much feelings, bent up feelings. And I'm pretty sure Clarissa has to ask Papoose at some point, are you sure you done with this nigga? Are you done with you done with this sister? Are you done with her? Are you sure your feelings are done? And I'm pretty sure Eazy has to ask as a woman, are you sure you done? Your feelings gone for this man? You, as a man and woman, you gotta have these conversations, bro. You have to. Airing each other out, that's so easy to do. And all this fronting, and everybody want to make it sound like their situations are better. No, my situation better. My situation is better. My situation is better. You're broke. I'm rich. You're rich. I'm poor. I held you down. You ain't do shit. I made you look good. It's just like, it's so much, man. It's so much. You got Rem saying she held Papoose down. And, you know, regardless, Rem, you're going to have some people say the same thing you're doing easy. That's what people are saying. Okay? We're just going to keep it real. That's what people are saying. You know? And people can say they don't care what people are saying. Y'all do care what people are saying. Y'all definitely, all of y'all care what people are saying. Y'all do. So, I just hope that everybody, for the sake of the children, kids, y'all squash this. At some point, y'all got to be mature thing and tuck y'all motherfucking pride at the door. And we know for black folks, that's so hard for us to do. Because like Saigon's once said, most of you niggas are slaves to your egos.